over 120 million streams. Strings and Bling was by far away the most streamed South African album of Apple Music streaming in sub-Saharan Africa. And the man behind that, who now has a new album coming out, Akwapon Daniani Hata Pale, is right here with us right now, all the way from South Africa. Nasty C, what's up?
What's up, my G?
How you doing?
I'm good, man. How you feeling?
I'm great. I'm great. How have you been keeping? How have you been dealing with, the whole COVID-19? I've seen you've told everybody to now turn and pray. How have you been coping with it?
It's been cool. You know, I'm trying my best to be responsible and just sanitize, self-distance. Try and keep things tight. You know.
Yeah.
I'm trying my best to do that, but other than that, it's boring.
Yeah, because there are a lot of artists here back here in Kenya who are now DJs. Artists are now going online, mixing online, have mini concerts online. Do you plan to do anything like that yourself?
Yeah. I've been shooting for quite a while. So I bought a bunch of equipment just before the lockdown started. So just to prepare for it, just so I give my fans proper content. You know, I'm just like performing, going live to a phone type thing.
Yeah.
So I've been shooting a lot of that, and tonight I think we're going live with the first one. But tonight's one is live with Castle Light at like 8 p.m.
Okay. 8 p.m. your time?
Yeah, and then 8 p.m. South African time.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's gonna be a couple of them coming pretty soon, and they're all a little different. They all have their own unique thing that makes them a bit more interesting than the other. Yeah, I've been doing that.
All right. Well, big news. From your side at least, you got signed to Def Jam rather, and also part of UMG. But how was that? How did that happen? How did they approach you?
I started doing a lot of promo in the States like about 3 years ago. Like just traveling there myself. Making the necessary connections, doing a lot of interviews, meeting up with a lot of like execs and stuff like that, you know, just to kind of create some sort of presence that side. And I guess we achieved that. Like everything that we've been doing kind of landed in the right ears and got the right attention from the right people. And it wasn't that hard at all for them to reach out, because the people that I work with have been in the industry in the States for the longest of time, for like longer than I've been alive, like 30 years.
Yeah.
So as soon as they found out I was working with who I'm working with right now, it was easy. It was just a matter of a phone call, couple dinners, couple studio nights, and now we're here.
All right. So tell us what does it mean? Like, what does that mean? You know, now that you're signed to Def Jam, what does it mean for you as an artist? What are we going to see? I know the brand new album is, and you'll tell us about the name. I find the name actually very interesting. So tell us, what does it mean though? You signing for Def Jam. What does it mean to you, and what does it mean going forward?
It means that there's a lot of things that are now in access that weren't in the past. So I can now get the best video directors. I could get the best stylists for my shoots. I could get the best digital like creators, like artists to work on all these visions and all these things that I see in my head to help me bring them to life. You know, it just means that everything is going to be amplified by like 10.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Because Def Jam they're a legendary record label. They've always been in the game for as long as we've known the game. You know, they gave birth to this whole thing. Do you know what I mean?
All right. So I like that you use the word legendary. That's one of my favorite songs from Strings and Bling, by the way. Legendary, I'm just being legendary. So the name of your upcoming album, Zuluman with Some Power. Why did you choose to title it that way?
Zuluman with Some Power because now that I'm going global, one, I just wanted to have something in there with I don't know, I needed to represent my culture and my country, and just like what I come from and where I come from in this little endeavor that I'm taking right now, you know, going global. I felt like it was important, and it was the perfect time also to just embody that whole thing, man. Like,
right.
The whole world is peeking into Africa, and they're just like, it seems as though they're only just now discovering Africa. Like they just always thought, oh no, Africa is like 50 years behind or whatever. And now every year we're seeing new things bring the attention back to Africa, and people are realizing, oh snap, what, like, how is that coming from Africa type thing?
Yeah.
You know, so this is one of those like where it's like, I'm proud to be what I am, and I'm proud to come from where I come from. And now that I'm going global, it's like, it just feels just like great to carry that on my back, you know?
All right, and now because, you know, everybody admires your work ethic, and we know you have bars upon bars, is it true you recorded 46 tracks on the album? And then how was it like to choose only 16, if that was the case?
Yeah, it was like, yeah, it was a lot of songs, man. But I record music, period. So I record like a lot of music, and what I do is I if I'm working on an album, like I'll create a little folder, and then every now and then, if I feel like a song is worth being on an album, I'll just throw it in that folder. So we ended up having like 48 songs. Wow. That were like contenders, you know? Yeah, that was crazy. But we've been taking our time with it and digesting the music correctly and cutting it down to about 18 to 20. So we're looking at like 18 to 20 songs, you know, like a perfect balance of your hype songs, the personal joints, the gems that really are like on some wise, you know, and stuff like that, and then the love songs and stuff like that. So we're really looking at it as like a body of work right now, trying to make it as full-rounded as possible.
Yeah. So who else, I mean, what are some of the collaborations that you have on the track, if any? What are some of the collabos that you have on there?
So I have Burna Boy, I've got T.I.
Oh wow.
I have Rolene on there, I have Teleman on there. And then with in terms of production, I have No ID's executive producing the album. I have Future's producer ATL Jacob on there too. I have my boy that did Jungle. His name is Cody. He's from Texas. He's also on there. I have some of the most craziest producers in the world. Like,
yeah. All right, and then yeah, and so you have also. I want to get your views on Kenyan hip hop. What do you think about Kenyan hip hop? Because like there was a picture of you about 3 or so years ago, and you had the OG Calligraph Jones over there. What do you think about Mr. Calligraph Jones and Kenyan hip hop in general? What's your view about the hip hop scene in Kenya?
I think it's dope, man. I think it's really dope. You know, you can tell it's gonna grow into something crazy and something that the whole world recognizes. You know, it's just these things take a little bit of time, and
yeah,
Kenya is just like South Africa. It's a small country, and not all of it listens to hip hop. Majority of it listens to like a different type of music. Like it might be gospel, it might be like your indigenous genre, like how we have like Kwaito, Amapiano, and all that type of stuff. Like that stuff sometimes outshines hip hop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like Kenya is also kind of like that, but as it happened with SA, it's gonna happen with Kenya too. Like it's only a matter of time before like some crazy talented kid just blows up the whole hip hop scene in there, and then things are gonna go crazy.
Yeah. All right. I know even as we wind up, I don't know. You've been in Kenya, so do you remember any of some Swahili words? Do you remember any Swahili word you learned, or do you want me to teach you some?
You got to teach me something. I'm the worst at remembering that stuff.
Okay, now that you've signed on to Def Jam and you're getting ready for the world stage, as it were, there's a word called Atawezana, which means, will you be able to do it? So I want you to say, Dunia Atawezana. Atawezana. You want to try it?
So you want me to say, Dunia Atawezana?
There you go. Yeah, but now say it with some attitude, like, yo, Dunia Atawezana.
Dunia Atawezana.
There you go, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for making time for us. And we wish you all the best, even post-corona. Hopefully, when it blows over, I know you're still making beautiful music out there. I vibe to it. The world vibes to it now, and we wish you all the best, bro.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, man. Salute.
All right, man. Thank you.